अमेरिकी राष्ट्रपति डोनाल्ड ट्रंप द्वारा यूएस एजेंसी फॉर इंटरनेशनल डेवलपमेंट यूएसएआईडी के जरिए भारत में मतदाता टर्नआउट बढ़ाने के लिए $21 मिलियन खर्च करने पर सवाल उठाने के बाद अर्थशास्त्री और बीजेपी राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता संजू वर्मा ने कहा, एक खबर तेजी से फैल रही है कि यूएसएआईडी ने लोकसभा 2025 से पहले भारत में मतदाता टर्नआउट और चुनावी नतीजों को प्रभावित करने के लिए $21 मिलियन दिए। जल्द ही मनी ट्रेल भी सामने आ जाएगी, लेकिन यह तथ्य महत्वपूर्ण है कि राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप ने रिकॉर्ड पर कहा है कि यूएसएआईडी को भारत को $21 मिलियन देने का कोई अधिकार नहीं था। उन्होंने यह तक पूछा कि यूएसएआईडी किससे फायदा पहुंचाने की कोशिश कर रहा था। साफ है कि वे मौजूदा सरकार को पसंद नहीं करते थे और अलग चुनाव परिणाम चाहते थे। वे किसी और को लाभ पहुंचाना चाहते थे।
Of late, there is a news doing the rounds that USAID gave $21 million to influence voter turnout and thereby the electoral outcome in India in the run-up to Lok Sabha 2024 elections. While a money trail will soon be established, the fact that President Trump is on record saying that USAID had no business giving $21 million to India, and he went to the extent of saying, who was USAID trying to benefit? Clearly, they did not like the present government and wanted a different election outcome, and they wanted somebody else to benefit. Who is this somebody else? We all know that the incumbent has been Narendra Modi since 2014. And if USAID wanted somebody else to benefit, clearly no prizes for guessing that somebody is in all likelihood the Congress party. That somebody is in all likelihood Rahul Gandhi, who's made it an open secret that he aspires for the top job. The fact that he's not qualified is a different matter altogether. And the fact that he will never get the top job is no secret either. But now let's get down to the brass tacks, because I always say the proof of the pudding is in the eating. USAID has effected regime changes in large parts of the globe, and in some places it has been highly successful, for instance like in Bangladesh, and in some places it has made failed attempts, but that does not take away from the ulterior and devious motives of USAID, be it Kyrgyzstan, Venezuela, even places like UK, Germany, large parts of Central Africa, so on and so forth. USAID between 2004 and 2013 gave the erstwhile Congress-led UPA dispensation $204.28 million. Thankfully, the Modi government does not believe in soliciting or taking funds from dubious organizations, and come 2014-2015, the funds from USAID trickled down to barely $1.51 million. So the first limited point is that the biggest beneficiary of USAID has been the Congress, the erstwhile Congress dispensation for almost 10 years from 2004 to 2013 or 14, before Narendra Modi took charge as the Prime Minister of India. The second point is this, that USAID has also been peddling anti-India narratives through firms like CARE International, through firms like IFES, through firms like CEPPS. IFES in turn has supposedly got former CEC SY Qureshi on its payrolls. Whether this is true or false, time will tell, but SY Qureshi has a lot of explaining to do. CEPPS, another firm, is a core partner of IFES, and CEPPS apparently has on its payrolls TMC MP Mahua Moitra. Now, whether this is true or false, a lot of explaining certainly needs to come from Mahua Moitra's end. A money trail will be investigated, and doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani ho jayega. But this cannot be sheer coincidence that USAID has been funding organizations that have been peddling an anti-Modi and an anti-India agenda. USAID has on its payrolls various firms. For instance, one of them is a so-called NGO called Rural Development Trust, which has nothing to do with rural development. Rural Development Trust started speaking about caste census a couple of years back, and lo and behold, Rahul Gandhi has been parroting that and doing the same. Caste census is all that he speaks about. Again, there are organizations like Al Khidmat Foundation and Falai Insaniyat Foundation, which have been alleging that Narendra Modi has been following a majoritarian agenda and is anti-Muslim. And guess what? That is exactly the kind of line that Rahul Gandhi and the Darbari Congress ecosystem has been parroting for the last 10 years to malign Narendra Modi. Again, Zakat Foundation, which is funded by USAID, says that the Waqf Amendment Bill brought in by the Modi government is anti-Muslim. And guess what? Rahul Gandhi and the entire opposition Darbari ecosystem, which is anti-Modi, has been peddling the line that Zakat Foundation has been spewing. Again, Zakat is funded by USAID. So for anyone out there, let's be clear, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that USAID has on its payrolls the likes of IFES, the likes of Rural Development Trust, the likes of CEPPS, the likes of Zakat Foundation, the likes of Falai Insaniyat and Al Khidmat Foundation, and all these organizations have at some point benefited from the largesse and generosity of George Soros and his company Open Society Foundation. In fact, OCCRP, very close to George Soros, has received $47 million also from USAID. So clearly there is a link between USAID, Open Society Foundation owned by George Soros, OCCRP, which peddles Soros's line, and the Congress Party. Can it be a sheer coincidence that all the USAID funded organizations that I just spoke of, IFES, CEPPS, Rural Development Trust, so on and so forth, Fact Shala, Data Leads, these are all organizations that have been saying we need a caste census. Rahul Gandhi peddles the same line. They say Modi is anti-Muslim. Rahul Gandhi says so. They say Ram Mandir is simply a majoritarian agenda and has nothing to do with Hindu civilization. Rahul Gandhi says so. They say EVMs are unreliable and cannot be trusted, and Rahul Gandhi says so. So clearly USAID has not only been financing an anti-Modi agenda, USAID has also been at the forefront of attacking the socio-economic fabric of India by trying to malign and bring down a duly elected government and effect a regime change through malafide means. The fact that USAID has not been able to do so is only because Narendra Modi is hugely powerful and hugely popular, by far the most popular leader in post-independent India, but that does not take away from the fact that USAID, through its various so-called NGOs, has been trying to bring down a duly elected government through malafide means. The Congress needs a lot of explaining to do. Rahul Gandhi needs to come clean and answer. Has Rajiv Gandhi Trust, has Rajiv Gandhi Foundation benefited, taken funds from USAID? Yes or no? USAID has clearly funded Sam Pitroda's GKI, Global Knowledge Initiative. Global Knowledge Initiative on its board in turn has 2 members from the Rockefeller Foundation, Sarah Farley and Nina Fedorov. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that Rockefeller has been peddling an anti-Modi agenda.